Hey, I'm Rick Steves. I'm in the Merchant Adventures Hall in York, and I'm just impressed by the history here, the artifacts, the original banners, and this. Thankfully, I'm with a guide, Alfred Hickling.
That's correct.
And you do York tours.
That's right.
And Alfred, we're a little bit confused about guilds in the Middle Ages. What was a guild?
Well, a guild was a trade association, it was a friendly society, but it was also, there were amateur dramatic societies. Every guild would present a play from the Bible based on the activity that they did.
So wait a minute, so the guilds were like drama troupes where they would actually bring entertainment and theater to their communities?
They performed them on wagons as a pageant running throughout the city.
So we have guilds which are like trade unions. You've got the plumbers, you've got the carpenters, you've got the electricians, but there was no electricity. So how would that relate to theater?
Well, each would put on a book of the Bible germane to what they would do. So the fishmongers did Noah's Ark, and the carpenters did the crucifixion, and the shepherds did the nativity, and the blade makers would do the crucifixion. Now, the merchant investors, who were the richest guild in town, the bankers, if you like, put on the adoration of the Magi.
And this was the Hall of the Merchant Adventurers, and I was a little confused, but you explained to me that's like the investors. They would be the bedrock of economic development, the stock market. That's here right. In the 14th century. That was 700 years ago.
It's their trading floor from which they sent Yorkshire wool to the world. I mean, we're in Old York's World Trade Centre.
And it survives to this day. And when you have a guide, and when you have so much history all around you, and when you have creaky floorboards that go back the centuries, and when you can see the beautiful woodwork, and you can marvel at the old banners, and you can imagine that these institutions carry on right up to this century. And we learn about that exploring a great city like York. Happy travels.